slow one. Hello, my name is Distro. This is a tutorial for Osiris on Legendary. You do the second launch. There are two variations of the second launch with two different cannons. One of them is way more consistent and much easier to execute, but around 15 to 20 seconds slower. The other one is really difficult, but 15-20 seconds faster. In this tutorial I'm explaining the faster version of the trick. I will do another one for the slower version in another video that I'm linking in the description of this one. So the way that the skip works is, after you approach this area, there is two cannons starting a cycle, but you're only interested in one of them. And what you want to do is be fast and line up.
Our destination is on the other side of this battlefield.
Somewhere around here. And this is the cannon we're talking about.
The Covenant are trying to use
Then
it to
pick up
break the
splinter grenades here if you need them. Okay, so this is the cannon we're going to launch off from. You see, it has a cycle and it starts spinning when you approach it. After you clamber on the small rock that I showed before, it starts spinning. And you want to time it in a way that the first cycle finishes. And as soon, or a little bit after the second cycle starts, starting. As soon as the second cycle starts and the cannon starts spinning, you have to try to land on a specific area with a specific angle, which I will explain in detail soon. But as I said, it's very tricky, it needs a lot of practice, and it's quite inconsistent. So what we do is we wait for it to slow down, so we see that the first cycle is almost over. That's what you see when the cannon slowly moves into the other direction. You can see that it's preparing for the next cycle. What you want to do is sprint. I use this rock to align myself with this angle more or less. And what I'm trying to do is, if you see the spinning arm of the cannon that is rotating, what you have to try here is to land at the very right side of it, or a bit leftish of the very right side of it. I don't know how to explain it. A bit to the left of the extremity of the arm, if I can call it like that. And what you want to do is you want to jump and thruster at the edge of this cliff you're jumping from. So you have to do a late jump, but you have to jump and thrust at the same time. And you can hit the trick easier if you crouch in mid-air. It's really tricky, but it looks like this if you get it. And after you get it, you can thruster to this direction and ground pound onto this area. And that's the launch that is used on Legendary. Now the problem is, sometimes you get inconsistent launch, you get weird launches, and you can't use them to get this far on the building. That's common. If that happens, don't worry about it, just practice. I have the world record for this mission and I still fail it all the time, so really is practice and a bit of good luck. Anyway, after you land here, you can clip inside the building by just walking inside like that. And you can just go inbounds again, like this. There's another way to get inbounds that is easier but slower. If you just go to the end here and then drop down. And the important thing is, after you drop in, you have to touch this area, right or left side, to trigger the next area, otherwise it doesn't work. Also, you don't go too far back.